everyone, it is time for us to go ahead and take a look at Android Auto, and see how you can go ahead and actually use it. Now, I have my microphone set up here in front of me, but I also have my camera right here too, so you can basically go ahead and see my display. Now, before we get into the display, there's a few things you have to need to know, is that within Android Auto, you can actually configure a lot of these settings straight from your Android device. So you can go on your Android phone like this, you can go into your settings application, you can then go ahead and click Android Auto and just search up Android Auto like I've done here before. And you can basically see everything you need to know about Android Auto once you are connected. So you can connect via wireless Android Auto if you have that capability, but you can also connect via this USB-C cable that I have right here. So there's a few different ways you can go and connect it. Personally, I typically can just use the USB-C cable, but again, if your phone supports wireless Android Auto, then that's definitely something you should go and take a look at. Now, within Android Auto, like I showed you before, you can go ahead and basically see a bunch of different things here. There's so many other options once you're fully connected. If you're not connected, you may not see anything, so keep that in mind. But you can always go ahead and, customize launcher, day-night mode. I mean, there's so many different options here. So before even getting onto the display itself, you can always use Android Auto on your phone just like this by using the settings, and you can go and configure a lot of things here too. Also, if there's any updates that are happening within Android Auto in the next few years, 10, 15 years from now, you can always update your phone if your phone's supported, and you can get access to those features too. So that kind of covers it up from a phone perspective. Now, on the actual screen itself, we have a few different things as you might be able to tell. So on our screen, we have at the very top left, we have our time. So this is on Android 13. This is the latest version of Android Auto right now. We have our time on the top left. Now on the top right, we have our signal, and we also have the battery life associated with our device. So that is actually something that's really cool. If you ever want to tell the battery life of your phone, you can just look in the top left, and you should be able to see it, as well as the cell signal that you're getting pretty much right now. Now in the middle of the display, pretty much from this portion onwards, you pretty much have this little panel at the middle that is basically, the best way to describe it is like a functional display. So the top stays consistent, the bottom stays consistent, but this middle portion right here can change depending on the application you're in. Now at the very bottom, these things are pretty much stagnant. Things can pretty much come and go. But right here, we have our little home button. So if we click it, it'll basically show us the application that we're in, but we can also click it and it will take us back into our application manager. So we can see a massive list of all the applications that we're in. We can scroll through. You can see these are the most recent used applications, and these ones at the bottom are all the apps that we have available. You can customize these, and you can basically customize those by pretty much going through and adding them via your phone, and you can go on that way. Now right here we have our sound. So if we're playing any music or songs, if you don't have the application open, you can always change and sync your songs here, which is really cool. In this case, I'm listening to some random podcast, but that's basically what you have here. Now on the right side, we basically have like our little ringtone icon that looks like a ringtone. But if we click it, it'll actually show us a few media suggestions, and it can go ahead and actually give us some suggestions of podcasts or whatever to listen to. So that's another really cool thing that we have. So if you're already listening to something, or if you want to listen to something, you can always scroll through here and find something that you want to listen to. Now, this little bell icon is your notification icon. So if you click there, it'll actually go ahead and show you any notifications that you currently have. So this is another really cool thing. If you're somebody who basically just wants to go through your notifications and go on from there, well, you can see all your notifications right in this panel, and that is another really cool thing that you have. Now, at the very back right here, we have our microphone. So this is cool because we can get access to Google, as you can hear, we can get access to Google Assistant very easily. So here, if we had some sort of suggestion, the microphone on my car doesn't work anymore, but essentially we can go ahead and ask Google things like, hey, what's the weather? Or call this person, or send a message to this person. There's a lot of different things we have right in that standpoint. Be really cool just from that. So from those few things, that will basically give you a breakdown of how to use this specific display in those specific scenarios. Now, like I mentioned before, this is probably a button you're going to be using the most, this little circle button, because it's going to take you from the application you're in to the main application manager, where you can choose the next application that you want. Now, you can always drag this little bar at the side right here too if you want to just drag it down. At least I thought, or you can click this button to go down. It's weird that we can't drag this like this. Now, there are a few different buttons that you may want to keep in mind on these application managers. You have things like your Google Maps, YouTube Music, Podcast, Phone. You have all these other things here. You have the Google Messages built right in. So if you want to access messages, you can just click here. You can also send a new message by clicking plus new. And
Who do
basically,
you want to text?
as you can see, basically we have a bunch of, different voice commands. There's not really a keyboard that we can use, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's still totally okay. Now, clicking on the app icon again once more, we can get back to our main apps. You can see we have Google News, we have reminders, settings, weather, and customize. Now, under settings, this is another application that you're going to use a ton of. And this is something that I would recommend you guys kind of going through as well. So show conversations, this is under notifications, show first line of conversation and or play conversation chime. Those are a few different options that you have that you can go and customize here as well, that you can kind of see and kind of, go through as well. Just going through again, those are, again, that's just the notification panel. Under startup mode, you can also kind of configure, and I guess with every screen it's a little different, but you can configure whether you want to start Android Auto automatically, whether you want to start music automatically, and if you want to go ahead and scroll down, that's another thing you can go and customize. Now, you can also customize the display and the wallpaper as well. So you can go and click on wallpaper here, and you can choose different wallpapers, which is really cool. So if you want to choose like this dusk one, which looks like macOS, that one wallpaper, that's cool. If you want to choose stitches, if you want to choose a different one, then you basically have that capability here, which is really cool. So you can choose whichever wallpaper you want. And that's another really cool thing that you have now. Again, you have the back button here, so you can always click back. Now, basically, I don't know why it always takes you back to the top, specific area of that, specific panel. You can also, enable or disable day and night mode if you want within Google Maps. You can show the weather of where you're at too, which is cool. And under more settings, it says see more in the phone app. And that is basically the app that I showed you earlier within Android Auto. You can go inside of, Android Auto on your device, on your specific settings application, and you'll be able to see all the different settings that you have there too, which is actually really cool. Now going back, we can go and click the home button once more, and I will go and show you the customize button. Now this is the other thing I mentioned earlier, so you can go and click customize right here. It looks like I have to unlock the phone, so you may have to just so you can go and unlock the phone, and when you click customize, watch what happens. On your Android phone, it'll go and take you into this panel. So here you can go and choose whichever applications you want to show. So whatever applications are suitable on your Android phone, you can go and configure and unconfigure. So let's say I don't like the news panel. I can go and unclick it here, and it should at some point delete it from here as well. So maybe if I go and click out of here, go back into it, you might see Google News is still here, but maybe it'll go away at some point. But you can go and configure it a little bit further within your phone application as well. Now, those are the main things to keep in mind. Now, some other things I'd recommend remembering is that if there are any features coming out in the future, like I mentioned before, if you have specific features like the split screen multitasking that comes, or if your whatever features come in the future, all you will have to do is update your Android phone and or make sure your Android phone has that software update available. So again, make your way over to your settings application on your Android phone. You want to scroll down into software update wherever it is under system for stock Android. You can click system like this. You can go and click on system update, which is right there. And any update that you get on your Android phone for the most part should be able to come up here as well. So if there's any cool updates within Android Auto, you should be able to update your phone and be able to see it that way as well. So those are pretty much the main things to kind of keep in mind within Android Auto. Again, Android Auto is not perfect, but your experience is pretty much going to be tailored on your applications that you're using. Specific applications that you tend to use, like Google Maps, YouTube Music, if you're using those applications, you're going to be fine. There's tons of applications that are supported. Spotify, SoundCloud, tons of different applications. Wise is another one that's a very famous, GPS application as well. You have a lot of different capability here. So that kind of covers it up. If you have any thoughts or any questions at all, or if you ever get stuck on anything Android Auto related, just let me know in the comment section below, and most probably someone else will be there to go and help you out too. So you can always get helped out there as well. So that pretty much covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.